All right, we're at Carl and Katie Kunz. Today we mostly just focused on removing the leaves and debris piles that he had made. Carl cut down a bunch of the perennials already before we got here, and when I spoke to him, he said he mostly just wanted leaves and for us not to touch the shrubs. But then I talked to his wife Katie, and she said that she was okay with us cutting back shrubs that would benefit from a fall prune. So we left most everything here and just cleaned out all of the weeds, any dead grasses. We left the little sweet pea starts because he asked us to just leave most of everything. Left the Russian sage as well because he said to keep that. And then back here just removed weeds from this whole path and all of these beds. Cleaned out his garden beds, made sure they were prepped for the next year. Cut back some branches that were in the pathway but left it pretty wild. Cleaned out this whole area and tried to level out the soil. Back here we tried to ruffle the soil up again too. Again, not a ton of pruning, but cleaned that area down there. And then all in here, cleaned out these creek beds that were full of leaves, as well as the fireplace. And cleaned out the window wells. All the little pathways are cleaned. Make sure there's no leaves left in any corners or bushes. So all the neighboring property is clean too. So that's that side. Weeded and cleaned up through this whole area. Back here we cleaned out the beds but left them very wild. He said he liked these grasses. And then around the volleyball court, I double checked with Katie and she said I was okay to cut down the grasses and anything else that needed it. And so we just left the rubber rabbit brush as well as the brickle brush, but we did cut back all of those grasses that were there. That way they have a better start in the spring. So that's all cleared. And then we raked these so it's all neat sand, and cleaned up weeds in here. Made sure this was all clean. Made sure all those little areas were clean. I left this because he asked me to. Cleaning up all back in these areas and little corners. And then pulled a lot of weeds out of the rubber bark mulch that's around the tennis court. So pulled that also, it's weed free. And then got the debris out of there. And then just made sure that all of the courts and pathways were left spotless.